Hello again, viewers, and greetings, fellow space travelers. This is Thorn of Night, Angel Face, Deep Sieger, Bunny Vulture, Agent J86, and helping is Deep Sea 3, who is also known as Sir not appearing in this film. Mrs. Deep Sieger will not be joining us today, more than likely, because of some technical difficulties with her headset, and was unable to join us previously because of some flavor of pancreas malfunction. And so, even though she is feeling better from that, she is still unfortunately unable to participate presently in the episode, which is a sad thing, because I still contend that she is the social glue which holds the whole gang of miscreants here together. And she is missed, especially because of the gigantic administrative building donation she has and all the other stuff that she's been doing. She is awesome and missed. But lots and lots of things have happened since the last episode, not the least of which includes a lot of work, almost all of the work on my estate. Since I'm standing here, I might as well run through what's going on here. I have the housing for all the staff, the security, gardener, butler, the maid, and all of them. My personal room, I have that set up, and I have a couple other rooms over here, some guest rooms, and some spaces for future rooms for expansion. This is the second floor. Everything is completely enclosed, and there's even windows on the inside to lead to the garden, which I will get to that shortly. I have an entrance to a lavatory, and this will be the trophy room / museum once I get everything migrated over, which hopefully that won't take too much planning to figure out how I'm going to get it laid out. I'm probably going to divide the room into the different stages. We will see. I guess next I will go into the dining area, which has a nice little fireplace here. And the fireplace is actually the secret entrance to the escape tunnel. There is a room that is going to be sort of a reception room here. I still need to hash out the details on that. Have a nice little library with all kinds of different furnishings in here, different styles of bookcases. This is going to be my den and office, and I have to kind of plan this out in stages, so I may just make this bare minimum requirements, because I want to incorporate the future stage items in here, some of them, and I don't know how big or how many of those things I'm going to be using. So I think this is just going to start off as a bare minimum thing, just like my workroom here is going to be just the bare minimums to get started. I will have an entrance from here into my personal mine, and then as things progress, I will have the rooms for all of the different little sub parts. I have even managed to find an Enderlily seed somewhere. Have the internal garden, and it's actually got some little farmland area in it. I am presently growing peanuts and essence crops and cotton, and the berry bushes have was this a sakura tree and jacaranda. Then I have, this is going to be sort of a security room and also a prep room for the in-house infirmary, which I have here divided into hospital beds cordoned off by the blackout curtains, which is kind of cool, along with access to the outside from in here. Now, I am going to expand up in, let's see here, probably above my office to make room for my personal mage area, but I'm going to have to kind of plan that out based on the sizes of things that we're going to need. I think I'm going to have to design it to be able to hold 17 wide on a square, maybe. So I'll have to work around with that. Moving on to other stuff that has been accomplished, we have, as you can see, the Tribulation Tower is now 3 tall with ladders and little slalom course inside to go through for when it comes off of Peaceful, and I will demonstrate that then, but Agent put a lot of work into that, and it looks pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. Next up, we have the wall. The city wall is being rebuilt from scratch. The old wall has been torn down, and with any luck, by the end of the next episode, the wall itself will be completely done, and I will definitely try to put in some time myself on this. This has been mostly Deep Sieger's project, but it is extending a bit further out than the previous wall, and there's no easy way up to it from here. Let me
The wall is dead. Long live the wall.
Yes, the wall is
Yep.
dead. Long live the wall.
It was a good one. We appreciated it.
Some sheep farms there. All the colors of sheep are covered, and the breeding process is going to continue as needed. There are the stables and storehouses for the different things. So it goes a little bit farther than I can see right now. Let me come up here. At the bend of every section of the wall, there is going to be a guard tower similar to what I am coming up on here. And I want to kind of get a look from the top. You have ladders in here, right? Or at least a ladder. Aha! There it is. And another floor here. And another floor here. There we go. I am not going to jump off the top. That would be silly. But it's got a nice clear view of all kinds of stuff all the way around. And this is going to have to be lit up here, by the way. We did find out that though there is taint over there, a taint biome, the spread of the taint is halted. So being within the chunk load area of it isn't going to be an issue for right now, but we are going to address it in the future. But that means that we actually have some time to address it. Oh, there's a little lookout here. Ah, that's cool. Did not notice that. Alright. Oh, I still have... Alright, this... How does this go? Oh, it goes out this way. Nope, wrong direction. Diagonally this way. Alright. The wall then will continue like this. It is extending out a bit farther than the old wall, as you can see. The old wall went right butted against that old watchtower, which that tower is going to be torn down eventually anyway. This continues down. I almost fell off. That scared me quite a bit. There will be another one of those little bend things right up here. Those towers. And then it will continue that way, and then it's going to, let me bring up the map. Nope, not even close to being able to see it. It's going to continue off to the south, and then it will hug around and go on the outside of the administrative building. So it's been extended. The plan for it has changed a little bit. But everything is looking pretty good here. I was content with my little 4 tall cobblestone wall, but this thing... I'm so glad you guys have wanted to do this with me, because I am not clever enough for all of this. This is awesome sauce.
See now that wall was torn down with a vengeance.
It was?
Oh, brutally so. It felt good.
Because it was so hideous?
No, it just Felt good to tear down the wall.
Now, if I head off this direction and don't get lost inside the castle, I should eventually find myself out front. Oh, cats have been found, apparently. I hear cats.
Yes,
Come on,
there are
close.
kitty cats.
There we go. Alright. Now I'm down in the courtyard. We have the stables set up. They are inside the keep itself. The different rooms for and the locations of the different sections inside the keep, like the armory and the barracks and living quarters and are still being laid out. So I don't have much in the line of details for that, but just what there already is. Look at this. This is just amazing. Oh, I didn't even notice all these little details that were added last time. That is so cool. Down this way, the road is going to come out from there. Going to have to figure out how it's going to wrap around. And in the place of where the old sheep farms were, it has been repurposed for other things. The wall is going to continue from the keep out this way, and it will go out to... I don't remember where the lighthouse is going to be, but there's a dock right here, the second dock. And, oh, these piles of crates, these are just awesome. This is Bunny Vulture's work, and he is a lot more practiced at doing all these little details than I am. This is just too cool, where the ropes tie off on the pier. This is just too cool. Hey, a butterfly. Now, a couple other things I wanted to cover. Let me get over to the boathouse, which I hear is completed or almost completed.
Yep, completed.
Excellent. The fisherman's boathouse, which is separate from the fishmonger over there. Let me swimmy out to this. Almost need a boat to get out here. Oh, look at that. You've got a picture of a boat. That's an item frame with a boat in it. Oh, and a fish hanging from a drying rack. That is awesome. Wow. Yep. That's a boathouse. That is just too cool. And are these... Oh, this is supposed to emulate the fishing poles mounted into the base. That, see?
Yep.
I would never have thought of that. Mine would... You are something else, sir. That is just too cool. So the boathouse is done. Now, a couple other things. Hold on, let me get over there. Made it over here to a sort of secondary well. I'm going to be putting probably some sort of elders estate right here, because we do need to add a couple more elders houses to the city for this stage. But it's either going to be an elder city or maybe a second well or something. But this is going to be the exit point. Oh, I could put a guardhouse up there, come to think of it. This is the exit point for all of the different escape tunnels from different people's estates and other major buildings. And one goes up to, I think, does one of these exit tunnels from the escape tunnel cistern area, does it go all the way over to the keep, or is that going to be something else?
Oh, yeah, the keep's got one.
Okay. And also, one comes up over in Mrs. Deepsieger's place. One comes up into the fireplace / chimney of the dining area of my place. And I think there is plenty of room here to expand to any of the other major buildings. There will be one that will go all the way over to the administrative center, but this is basically the main central dump for all of the escape routes. Then, let me get over let's see here. Which way am I going? This way. Bunny Vulture has been doing a fair bit of work with the bees, and I'm going to say, because of how far ahead he is with his progress, that this is going to be the stages requirement for the beekeeping. We can all obviously pursue doing the bees on our own pace, but with the amount of stuff that he's got going on over here, I'm going to call this the requirement for the apiarist. Because look at all this. This is just a rainbow smorgasbord of bee houses and flowers and everything. He's even got this garden here next to it. Sort of reminds me of like a Roman theme. Oh, you need more glass, don't you? What are these white stained panes? Because it looks like something has climbed in and stomped one of your dirt in here. It doesn't look like it had anything growing on it, but it does look stomped slightly.
Because we had a lot of monsters when I first got here.
Oh, that's right.
We had a lot of monster.
Now, there is one other thing that I wanted to show, and I'm going to have to trek my way over there. The road coming out of... Let me see if I can find it. The side of the city over here. What is this? The south side of the city. The wall did go right along here, and I had these markers going off this way for where the road was going to connect over towards what will become the Spire City. And some of this is going to have to be slightly adjusted, maybe. But if I come over this way, there is a tundra that I had pointed out to me. Though it might be ideal for what I was planning on doing, it is not in the ideal location because of city sprawl. Serendipity is surely going to spread, and for what I had planned, it would probably take over some of this. So I'm going to head over to where the Spire Center is going to be to set up some dirt hovels so I can get the first outlier there set up and get that part done. And then after that, it's back to work in the city on some other things that I'd like to try to get knocked out this episode. Basically, I want to try to cover and finish as many things as I can and as we can in this episode. So within either the next 1 or 2 episodes, the stone stage will be done. I'm hoping for one more episode, if we can all manage it, including me. So I'll be back, and I'll talk to you in just a bit. Alright, I am out here at the Spire location. This is where the next major city is going to be. Now, this is going to be the next public city. That someone randomly will also be starting their own personal city, which will be different from the location of Serendipity and the Spire here. So someone else is going to have to already, by the beginning of the next stage, have a place set up for another city. Since there are many of us, we can all give a little bit of a helping hand with getting the multiple cities going and started and whatnot. But the requirement for the first outlier here, the first ever for the challenge, is met, and this is going to be a vertical city, so I figured I might as well make the 1 to 3 dirt hovels be a vertical stack. So I've got the bare minimum requirements: bed, chest, crafting table, painting, filled item frame, closed by a door. Oh, I forgot I need to add some pressure plates. I'll do that afterward. But I've got ladders, and all 3 of these dirt hovels are identical. They're completely lit, and they just have dirt floor for right now because they're only temporary. It just needs to be dirt hovels for the requirement. And the entrance to the city, air quotes, is right there. So that's it. It looks like a malformed dirt igloo, I guess. But that is the beginnings of the first outlier. So things that are left to do include the administrative building, which is also going to be sharing the space for the hospital. It's going to be that structure that Mrs. Deep Seeger built. And that may also be expanded into like a school slash college. However, that might be a separate building because by the time we get to that, the population might be high enough that that building is only going to be big enough for administrative stuff. But we'll decide that. One thing on that building is going to be a Zeppelin area so that we can have access to traveling between the cities via air. Let's see here. We are going to need to finish up the wall, obviously. The rooms inside the keep are going to need some sort of final decision made for what goes where. A lot of rooms are done, and the courtyard is pretty much done, but everything needs to be kind of polished off. So that will have to be a future project. Then we have the smeltery. The town smeltery needs to be put up. The
I thought it was at the keep.
Well, no, that's the keep
Serious?
smeltery. I'm talking about like the town smeltery as a separate thing, like a shop. It's going to be like right next to the stonemason shop. And that will be done in the next stage. Well, I might do the mason this stage because it makes sense. We're on the stone stage. Let's see here. There are a couple other just mostly minor requirements. A couple elder houses, and need to make sure all of the cheap housing, the minimum settler places are done, the dwellings or whatever they're called. But I don't really think there's a whole lot left to do. Mostly it's the devil's in the details at this point, and the wall. The wall is going to be probably the biggest of the projects. But that's pretty straightforward. Once it's laid out, it's just following the same pattern over and over again. So that shouldn't be too taxing as far as brain activity. Just the building activity is what's going to be the issue on that one. So very likely the next episode is going to wrap it up for the stone stage. But as far as this episode is concerned, I'm going to wrap this one up. So thank you guys very much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please feel free to leave a message in the comment section below, and we will do our best to get back to you as quick as possible. Also, if you have any input on things you may have seen during the videos that look out of place or whatever, please leave a mention, and we will try to fix them or address them as necessary. If you like this video and you like what we're doing here, please feel free to give a like. We do appreciate that. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe so you know when our future stuff comes out. Also, I will be leaving in the description a link to Angel Face's Twitch channel, so you can go see her when she does her streaming, and give her a little bit of attention over there. She definitely appreciates that. And I don't remember, Bunny, do you do Twitch or YouTube? I've forgotten.
Yeah, I got a YouTube channel.
Okay, do you put stuff up with any regularity? Because I'll put your link up there too if you want.
Yeah, I got some Feed the Beast Infinity stuff going on right now.
Okay, well, when we're done here, fire me the link to that, and I'll add that to the description as well. But I think it's time to go ahead and let you guys go. So thank you once again for watching. This is Thorn of Night and the rest of the gang. That way I don't have to list all the names.
The game.
Thank you once again for watching, and we will talk to you later.
Peace.
Night.
Night.